Yeah, guys. So we're too good at predicting the future and too bad at editing videos on time. So we're here with a nice follow-up episode to talk with Jose, who is the champion of the world. He's the most recent champion, therefore he's the
Of the
best
world?
player.
That's true. He's
Of
the
the
he's
world?
the world's greatest.
The
He is the world's
world's-
greatest.
I
Yeah.
mean, it sucks that Lord Raptor 2 is gonna get banned, but what can you do? These things happen.
I
It's true. Whatever wins the retro event
Has to get
banned.
banned.
I would be so fucking confused if that happened.
Well,
I
hang on, hang on.
obviously have no insight of this event,
If he,
but
was, if he was stacking Lord Raptor, that would have been a problem.
Oh yeah, then it becomes a dude. Hold on, if I'm stacking Lord Raptor, there is a problem because I'm winning while doing something objectively bad, right?
yeah, it is literally that would have been terrible.
Like
That would
there has to be a
literally been
problem.
terrible.
There has to be a problem somewhere if I'm winning while stacking Raptor 1 and Raptor 2.
Well, it helps certainly when your opponent makes the same boneheaded play in 3 consecutive matches.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what you're
heard
talking
like
about.
you didn't even have to try. You just
I-
fucking
Oh no. I
got
was
the
trying.
free dub.
I was trying. That was a hard game. Hold up.
See, what happened is his opponent Jesse Parkman, I think. Jose just he max alpha moved and showed him his hand, and he was like, "Oh, we don't want that," so he off symboled a card, and that's what happened, man.
Is that exactly how it went down, bro?
Yeah, and he went
I'm
judge.
fairly certain that you don't deserve your championship, but I'll take it.
You'll take it.
Yeah,
We'll
that
take
Goro
those.
was dead. That Goro was dead, Jose. You got.
I mean, hey,
We'll take this, dude.
So-
We'll take this.
Two sides to everything. I think I was gonna go to game 3 unless I do the Bromley and check straight 3s all the way through my turn.
How did you guys feel about the state of this retro tournament? As far as I know, Chris Bromley did not lose a game until you lost a game.
That's true. I did not lose a game until I lost the match.
Isn't
Yeah.
that how it always goes?
Yeah, and it was still 2-1, but it was only 2-1 because he lost a game to the same boneheaded play. Yeah. Yeah, like opener, he went, let me get this Dark Kirito out of my hand. And then
I don't get it.
I mean,
I'm not understanding
Well,
why.
Phil,
these
you know
are-
people
how Goro-
people autopilot, and Goro wants stuff in his discard pile, right? So he was like, I want this Kirito for later. And then, like I keep saying, it was boneheaded.
It was brash and aggressive.
Yeah, and to be fair, that was actually the most successful greedy run I've ever seen anybody do in my entire life. Like,
That deck was insane.
you were that guy.
no, Jesse came in and he was like, hey, how's it going, man? How you doing? And I was like, hey, man, how are you doing? I hate Goro. And he's like, sweet, man. I just tossed Ice Dragon on turn 1, 3 games in a row. I was like, sick. we're here to check 5s and take lives. And I was like, yeah, this is gonna be terrible.
And that's what the deck does.
Why do you play against people who are just not? They just refuse to play cards on turn 1 that aren't attacks.
I don't know, man.
I mean, when I played against Goro, game 1, he got like a 6 build turn 1 and ended with 3 cards in hand.
Mourning the Lost sure is a card.
Yeah, Mourning the Lost. Well, no, not just that. There was also a Let's Cut Loose on turn 1 after a Nutcracker that pulled in a.
A breakfast.
Was it breakfast?
It was
pulled in
breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yeah,
Pulled in
breakfast.
Yeah, it was a thing to watch, man, for sure. I mean, like if somebody's obviously blessed by God to just roll your dick off.
That's certainly a
Like,
string of events.
Well,
In
okay,
paper-
so I did talk to him. Sorry, Jose. I'll let you talk in just a second.
Yeah.
But I was tired of him. His thought process into me specifically. He was just like, I watched you play into the Terry deck, and I'm trying to loop Meteor, so I just didn't want to let you stabilize. So I figured that I was either going to check 5s and kill you on turns 1 and 2, or I wasn't going to win the game. Which is, I mean, it's true. I was also like, I drew hot the entire day, and then I drew like 5 actions going second game.
Yeah, you don't want those.
Yeah, so we hit some of the bad luck in that second game.
You mean you know the power of the abyss didn't save you?
Oh yeah, dude, you missed me drawing 3 yin and yangs and 2 know the power of the abyss. The know the power of the abyss, actually, I did clog his pool with 5 cards. He just continued to play 3 more attacks afterwards because he was an absolute monster.
What
But-
a guy.
Yeah, but But yeah, I mean, it was the right call into my deck specifically because if I ever got to the point where I had like multiple high Cs and Champions of Combat, like Goro dies to the 40 damage, a string that King puts out.
Furious
So it was the
Stomp.
right call, and he did it properly. And then into Lord Raptor, it's the same thing, right? Like eventually he's just gonna be able to heal by Shaman Loop, block all your meteors, and you are gonna run out of foundations. So, like, yeah, why not just roll the fucking dice? That's part of the game.
Yeah, why not just off symbol Dark Cheruto?
It, like on paper, the Goro is a straight just card advantage deck, right? He's just trying to play all the non-procs and all the draw cards to get a huge
And Dark
build turn,
Cheruto.
and then he never has
And
to
Dark
build
Cheruto.
any. He never has to build again because he's Goro
And Dark Cheruto.
So-
Off
and
symbol.
Dark Cheruto.
My thing here is, why wasn't he just playing like Yoshimitsu or a character that actually sees cards? Because Goro, the only advantage that Goro has over those things is he gets to see 4 like exact cards that you want to see that turn, right? And you have to get mega lucky early, right? Like he was hitting a lot of pieces that he needed that early, whereas like I think if you took this deck and made it into another like I don't know, Donovan comes to mind. I guess you wouldn't do this with Cassie.
I guess if you just wanted to play like Greed Ball 5-hand size like Sungmina, it would work really well.
Yeah,
True.
but,
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
So
Like
so
4
answers a lot of-
Breakfast, 4 Mourning the Lost,
yeah.
4 Scarlet Meteors, 4 Kali Yuga or some shit, and just be
I
Greed
guess
Monster.
you go Goro because of the consistency, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Also, you go Goro because if you look at the deck list, it has no actual defense on it. It's just card advantage
Thick
cards and
Bitch.
And 40
forward
health.
cards.
Yeah.
So you
Thick.
go. If I don't have any defense on my cards, I'll just be Goro, who is the defense.
That's a thick boy.
It's
Meaty
a thick
lad.
boy.
A thick lad for sure. Yeah. But Jose had a great run that day. We both had a great run actually. Like Jose, we met up in round 5. Yeah, round 5, and we spent the entire time
Making
building was it Ally Ben Shoemaker?
It was Ally Ben Shoemaker.
Yeah, we ID'd and took Ally Ben Shoemaker and who was the judge? What was his name? Andres?
Andres, yeah.
Yeah, Andres
RKO.
came in and trolled us. He was like, the floor rules say you can't intentionally draw.
Of course. You didn't intentionally draw. You drew unintentionally.
Yeah.
No, we just played really late, like 5 minutes late. All right, let's get this
Yeah,
done.
you drew
It was a
you
nice
drew the short
respite.
end of the stick with your
Yeah.
brain cells.
Yeah, but you gotta. What did you play? What were your rounds, Jose?
I played against all 3 Yoris, and one of them I played it twice.
Nice.
And I say all 3 Yoris because there were 4 Yoris, and 2 of them were the same deck. Round
Okay.
1, I
Sick.
played against Spike 1, which
It was Scott Sundman,
yeah,
right? He was the
Sundman.
only Spike one.
and it was basically just standard Spike 1 with all the foundations and ignore progressive.
How'd that go for him?
My deck plays 8 plus 0 mid blocks, so not
That
well.
Save Breaker 2 on him, by the way.
Not well.
His swimming birds did not hit, is what you're saying.
No,
Oops.
he
His
played
birds did not swim today.
like I remember game 2. He played like 4 swimming birds in a single turn because looping them with Kali Yuga and just playing them
Sure.
and playing a foundation to ignore the breaker. And I just had the 3 bears bite in my hand, so that did not go well. And
There it is.
The issue with
You said you like tanked one of them to go into desperation because you were also holding a
I was also
hurricane?
holding the Hurricane of Death. Yeah.
So sometimes even Jose is like,
I'll
we'll
just take
take it.
Oh, and that's me all the time. If I'm Lord Raptor, I kind of want to get to desperation just because Lord Raptor on a backswing is the scariest character you will ever fucking see.
Oh yeah, if you haven't been hit by Hurricane of Death, Superior Technique, Hurricane of Death, Superior Technique, what's the Raptor Cracker, Respond Shaman, Grab Hurricane of Death, Superior Technique, Superior Technique.
No.
Well, you just drew a lot of superior techniques, it sounds like, bud.
You only need one.
I drew all 4 of those, but also I didn't need them.
That's pretty fucking
And
good.
I drew 4 cards off the first 2. Obviously, they were all Superior Technique.
I mean, the hype play is to go Leg Shredder, Superior Technique, Hurricane of Death. You know, that's the hype play.
Yeah, that
is for sure,
that
right?
does get the people going, as
Yeah.
they say. That does give the people what they want.
I'm trying to remember what I played round 2. I don't actually remember.
So
Uh,
so how did we feel about our analysis of what the meta would look like? Do you think we
What
were
did we
pretty
even
close?
say, dude?
Well, we said like meteor was going to be large, and there were a lot of meteors. Like Iori was going to be large.
Yeah,
and
we
there
talked
were
about
3 of
Iori.
them.
I believe we talked about Takeda,
Takeda,
Terry.
and like I played one of there were 2 Takedas. One of them was the guy who won the last retro event. They both dropped, I think.
Oh, so they got fucked on.
Yeah, I like my deck never loses to Takeda. Like actually never loses to
Sure,
it.
yeah, you can.
And I played him round 2, and you know I showed him my dojo. I was like, listen, you can't play Takeda in front of me.
Well, you were like, hey, bud, it's never going to happen. Did he just like pick up his cards as soon as you got out one copy of Royal Bodyguard or whatever it's called?
I mean,
he's like, I'm good.
I remember I had Fulfilled in Battle, and I blocked with Precise Blow, like one of his mid attacks, and I shoved it in, and I responded with Fulfilled Battle. He went, what does that do? And this is Zach Paisley, who God bless his heart. He's like, he likes all the same decks I like, but he is blessed with good checks. So
What is Fulfilled in Battle?
So Fulfilled in Battle is a Lilith card that responds, commits.
Yeah, no, I know what that one. That's the
+2 to your check, and if it was a 3 damage or less attack, you pick it up at the end of the turn.
It's Precise Blow forever.
So he was like, oh, you're going to do this every turn.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes.
No, to me, the funniest play in his game against Takeda is we tech specifically against Takeda. So to me, the funniest play was he reversal with Stretch Glazando. He responded King, and King lets your opponent pick whatever card they put in.
That's true.
So he chose to put in a combo attack for his combo, and then he responded Yin and Yang, and the combo was dead.
Right? You gotta keep the man's dream alive before you smash it out of the sky.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fucked up.
The one thing that was a little bit annoying was like people shoving reduction into the pool with the response. Like there are definitely, or like the Terry kept putting in sense of morals. Some people put in over the top. So it's not a broken response. I also
you just gotta kind of not use it against decks it doesn't matter against.
You also have to check a 5. So
yeah, it's just free. It's free. It's for real estate. Yeah,
I just remembered one of my pairings were round 2. I played against Ken 2. And
it was Weapons Ken, right?
Yeah, Weapons Ken 2.
Good.
With superior technique.
Yeah, this is Phil. He played. I forget this guy's name. His like
Mario Cervantes.
Mario Cervantes, and I played against him with Let's Party Satoshi at the Legendary Wolf Games tournament where Jose dumpstered everybody with Wily, and he like was trying to toss like Nomize and stuff, and I was like, dude, why don't you just take the weapon suite and then pack it behind improved design, and he was like, that sounds good.
Yeah, it used to be a not over yet deck.
That
it was a slam.
good.
It was a slams not over yet deck. But then Bromley said, "What about weapons?" And
but what if?
And he turned 2'd me with. So it works.
Yeah,
Dude, that deck can turn to anybody.
Yeah,
You just gotta get all the guys that build the guys for free, and then you win.
Especially if Lord Raptor only has +3 high blocks against.
Oh
Ken
yeah,
2.
you fucking don't like that. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Sounds like you didn't draw your leg shredders, buddy.
So what did it end up being in the top 8? It was like 3 Ioris or some shit,
there were
right?
3
Yes.
Ioris. There was the one Goro.
All the Yori's different, which
there
is
was
very important.
A Raptor, a King, the Terry, which we talked about a little bit. That Terry was looping, Cormorant.
Yeah, like a Cormorant loop.
Yeah, it was Bromley.
Elk Shield, and then there was just a Meteor loop behind that. I think he was running like Nutcracker,
Sure.
and some old card that like drew one if it was the only card in your card pool. But it was just like cantrip stuff, and then Meteor loop. And like I liked King into that deck way more than I liked Ben Shoemaker, because like Ben is really hard to get around the Elk loop.
Are we missing one?
And Cormorant. Yeah, Natalie too.
Natalie.
Was 8th place.
Yeah. I played that Natalie twice that day, actually. It was
Okay.
Cody Kent, our local player. Shout-outs to Cody.
Shout-outs to Cody.
Natalie is terrifying for King, actually, because I would shove his...
Because it doesn't matter?
Yeah, you could shove 8 cards in his card pool, and he's just like, tap my face.
Dragon Flare.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing Dragon Flare, but he was playing the Bison 2 attack.
Oh, what a coward.
No. It's actually really cool. It was really cool.
Oh.
Yeah, so he has like 4 cards that ready Natalie, right?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
You have the Bison that makes a 7-up check to ready the character. You have Natalie's asset, and then you have Zealot Rush, I think.
Yeah.
That also
readies the character. That's fucking cool, man. Holy.
Yeah, so like I told him that if he just built out for 2 turns instead of like trying to like bashing my
Race
face.
car. Yeah.
Yeah, if he was trying to race car me, and if he didn't do that and just build, I had no answer for him readying himself. And like, I mean, apart from blocking, right? But I think if he cleaned up that deck, because it was like 70 cards, that deck is crazy. It's so nuts.
Sure.
Like you get to play like reductions to open with, because they're your the lube, right? And he has the Zolt UR, the 3 high 6 multiple 2.
Yeah.
Ghost Thieves, of course. I mean, like free Ghost Thief seems nuts.
Sure.
You still get Flash Lightning. You get. I mean, it's a beefy deck, and like I think you could probably still play Dragon Flare because most of those cards share evil.
Yeah.
Oh no, not the Bison Attack. I would take the Bison Attack over Dragon Flare personally.
No, that's fair. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
no, that makes actually a lot of sense.
Yeah, it was
to me.
really sick. The only reason
I would play 4 Piercing Howls.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he had Piercing Hells. I was really prepared for Piercing Hells. Like I know how to block high. Like that's the one thing I would say is that I know how to block high. But it ran a lot of assets. Like I won't share all of the tech, obviously.
Sure. I mean, I'm not even really. I think I get the gist
Bromley,
of it. It seems like it's a pretty
the deck
good
is online. He made it top 8.
That's true. That's true.
See, everybody always says that, and then I try and find these deck lists, and they don't fucking exist. You're gonna try and link me something? I don't care, Jose. I don't want to look at them.
No.
Don't show me them. I don't give a shit.
Because afterwards, I was like, after I played them the second time, I was going through him. I was just like, hey man, let's make this better because it's a sick deck.
Sure, yeah.
And I mean, he made top 8. I think he squeaked in at 8th place. But without diversity, so that is like an actual thing.
Yeah, it was him and Jesse Cervini's Earring.
I mean, that is actually 8th place, though. Like with no diversity, actually
legitimately
8th place is fine.
place.
That's like a
sure.
legit 8th place. It's totally fine, totally reasonable.
For sure.
Yeah.
But that deck is sick.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
I mean, it seems good. What did you think about like what do we think retro wise? Or were there murmurs? Were there whispers of like a ban situation or what?
Yeah. So Phil, I want to ask you, what do you think Yori was running? Because that was like the one character everyone was really scared of. You know, everyone's like, "Oh, Yori ban Yori."
Well, you told me they were off 3 different symbols. So.
No, they're all evil.
Oh, they were all evil.
Every deck is different.
I thought they were all different symbols.
No, they weren't different symbols. Evil. They were I think Colby's list was off chaos.
No,
yeah, I thought at least one of them had a different symbol
because it had like Colby's side.
Colby's deck is evil. The thing is that he's also like he's chaining Deicide into like Fuma Seal. So
okay,
doesn't really matter. So what do you think Yori is gonna run in a format like this, Phil?
Like because what cards was he running?
Yeah, because all. I mean,
I assume he was just running
different.
like were they said they were evil decks?
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean they fucking weren't playing Piercing Howl then. Fucking clowns.
That's what Cody was saying. He was saying that Yori's
I assume that they were playing
chaos.
like I don't know, like if I just picture like the same old stuff like Chasm Buster because it's still good. Like I don't know, I don't see any problem with that. And then like Desperation Attacks, I guess. I don't. Maybe the throws. Are they playing the throws? The big throws?
One of them was.
Osai's list was stacking
Yoris.
That's fun.
And he had both Scorpions in the sideboard.
He sided into stacking Scorpion. It was the funniest thing. It was honestly kind of beautiful.
I watched.
Okay, so Yori's getting banned because that's not good.
That
guy made top 8, and that's not.
But he was just playing like 1,000 Vicious Madness, 1,000 of the Formid 8, Inferno UR, where it like burns 3 and your opponent burns 6.
The Shinnok.
It was just good desperation shit, and then like you were saying, cards that clear their card pool. He had that 5 diff Suzaku attack that clears the card pool if you have 2 characters.
Sure.
Storm of Torment.
So he got value out of it that way.
Yeah, but he never is going to get value out of Scorpion 1 or Scorpion 2, whatever.
No. I don't know why that was in the sideboard. I think he just likes Scorpion or thinks
the value he's getting.
Scorpion
is
1 is good.
Now.
Scorpion promo is bad. So
yeah.
I guess.
I mean,
whatever.
it's form get into desperation.
I guess it's true. I mean, if you stack Scorpions, I suppose you can be in desperation.
If you literally don't need any other sideboard slots, like you're like, oh well, I still want to get paid for Gauge because I have these in my deck. Like, I guess I can see that. Like, if somebody is like, if you're worried about somebody who can block all your shit as Iori, Scorpion's a little bit better because he makes all your throws a little bit better, right?
What matchup is that better in though?
Lord Raptor probably.
So it's honestly like if you get into desperation, Scorpion is way better with all the beefy Vicious Manuses because they're for
Sure.
fucking 16,
They're like 14,
right?
16, yeah.
And so if somebody's sitting there and it's they're actually blocking
they're using Dust in the Wind to get rid of your speed bumps just permanently.
Yeah. So I saw him sideboard into a few of them, and I did see him kill the Terry with Blood for Blood. Like,
I like Blood for Blood. That's that card that's just Scorpion, right?
Yeah, it's just Scorpion on it, and like that killed the dude.
I would actually put that in my Scorpion deck. I think if I was paying enough attention to what cards did before going to Worlds.
Not gonna happen.
That card's good.
That card is really good.
That card's really good. That card is an easy way to get to desperation too. That card is super good.
Yeah, he said it into Scorpion.
I think was saying it. Well, you go ahead.
Yeah. He said it into Scorpion game 3 against me during top 4, and I just went. Listen, I hate Scorpion. I'm just gonna try to do 28, man.
Oh, he made top 4.
Yeah, he made
congratulations.
He beat Terry in top 8.
Oh, very good. Congratulations.
Then we have just Servini's list, which is Evil Yuri running reduction and a bunch of really cheap attacks like Flash Lightning, Flash Lightning, Gyro, the Gyro mana attack that gets damage for every card you draw.
Sure.
And Astral Vision, which you always give it 3 speed, which means it always gets the extra damage. It's a 0.
That's one of the Morgan cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Okay. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, that seems good. I mean, those decks. That character was so easily and so versatile that it was. I mean, like we said, it just should have been in the first retro event. Honestly, like it has so many
cards,
so many build paths, and so many like ways of making it good. Just because the character itself is generically good.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to follow a theme.
It doesn't surprise me that there were 3 different lists of the 4 Yuris that signed up. In a format that's super scared of people looping things, it just does its own thing and does not give a shit.
Sure.
That is kind of like that would put off red flags. But like, I think there's enough out there that interrupts him, right?
I'm very much of the opinion that like unless something is just fucking broken, it doesn't need to be changed in retro. So it doesn't bother me that he's in there at all.
You know what?
Like the only egregious thing and we've talked about this several times, is like the Cadence blindfold thing is just kind of fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Super broken.
Yeah. Phil, do you know why I think Yuri's fair? It's because if you literally block his kill turn, he's at like 10 health.
Yeah, I mean, but like that's the same thing with like a lot of like that's every desperation character shtick though,
Yeah.
Well, if you like compare it to, I don't know, like Vega or something like that, Vega has a lot more control with the way he
does but Vega isn't like an actual desperation character. He's just a character good in desperation. Because he doesn't burn himself.
Well, for example, Yuri doesn't punish you for poking him, like Scorpion does too.
Oh, yeah, no. Yuri does not give 6 damage to his attacks.
No.
Yeah.
But Scorpion doesn't draw cards. So, and that's like the trade-off. The trade-off is that Yuri is good because Yuri is scooping up more cards and finding his kill turn.
Yeah.
Yes, it does cost him a lot of life, but you're also sculpting.
I don't like that he pluses one more than he like. If it was cycle 1, I would be way more about it. But like the hand
draw
advantage,
2, discard 1, baby.
I mean the hand advantage is so crazy when the symbol has like can just run 4 to Guru and 4 revoke.
Sure.
So I would like, because I like erratas. Fucking errata.
We're not gonna errata him.
It's not gonna happen.
The character's 10 years old. What the fuck? We're not errataing him.
Well, I'm saying in retro. Just like if you want people, if people like it, just make him cycle 1 instead.
Just fucking ban him. Who gives a shit? It's retro.
All right.
All right. Oh, nailed it.
It's a format that only exists on the internet anyway. Who cares?
Yeah. All right.
You're not like hurting anybody's feelings banning their virtual cards. You're hurting people's feelings.
You're hurting
banning
my feelings,
cards.
Phil.
Give a shit. Your feelings. No, like, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess like I don't really know what was going down. I had completely overlooked Natali. I saw when I did see Natali on the list of like the characters. I looked very early in that day. And it was like, oh yeah, Natali 2 is a character. That's fucking sweet.
She's coming back to standard.
I think she's good. Oh, Natali 2 is coming back to
Yeah.
standard?
Yeah.
Oh,
in the
fuck
interview
me
I had
in the
with,
ass. Really?
with Jason,
Yeah.
I was like, what's next for the Red Horizon storyline? And Jason was like, I got you, bro. Here's
Wait,
a
so
reveal.
Natali 2 is coming back.
Yeah.
Like commit, play a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no shit.
So
That's
she's
so
coming
cool.
back. They're reprinting Out of Your League apparently, and he said 8 total cards are coming with that Natali statue. So I don't know if these
Okay.
cards are going to be specifically just with that statue. That would be, I don't know how expensive that thing is.
The fucking Natali, just like a bunch of 8 Natali cards. I can't
Yeah.
even name 8 good Natali cards. Oh wait, is one of them fucking dual persona? That card's sick.
We don't know. He didn't steal.
That
He
card
took the
got
asset
banned.
and Natali.
Dual Persona is lit. I don't think that's broken in standard though.
That card got banned. It was so
Yeah.
cool.
It is cool, but
What does that card even do? Now I gotta look it up.
-1, your next attack is +2.
you don't remember when Alex Marco dunked my fucking face off with that card?
Card's sick.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he played Lilith 1-dot with that card.
Oh, it's this card. Yeah, the card's
shoved
sick.
my face.
Yeah,
in.
the
Card's
card
so
is sick.
good. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Natali 2 though. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, so she's
Welcome
coming
to
back
the
to
world.
standard, and apparently there's going to be a Red Horizon DLC, which is cool. So we'll see how
Sure.
that goes. But yeah, it was really cool. The event itself was also run a lot more smoothly. Like there weren't like
Yeah.
any extended breaks. There weren't 1,000 repairs like the first.
When did it end? Like time frame wise? Because I know the last one went pretty late. So
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
assuming
mean
this one
like I got knocked out of top 8 last time, and I didn't finish till midnight.
Oh,
And we were definitely done by like I want to say 10:30 this time, right?
that's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
yeah,
You
and that
saved
was
an hour and a half somewhere.
full finals. Yeah. Well, no, even more, right? Because I did top
Yeah.
8. and
Oh
was
yeah,
not-
yeah.
Jose
They were
was
still
done.
top 4 and top 2. Yeah, in finals. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You saved like 3-4 hours. No
Yeah.
way. That's
was
actually
really
insane.
smooth.
Hey,
It
good
was
job.
really
Good
smooth.
job, Jasco Games and
Jasco
whoever else helped
definitely-
fucking run those. Good
They
shit.
did a good job.
That's
There were
awesome.
still a bunch of people fucking tying, which I don't know how you tie in
Weird.
retro.
Poor
third-
Taisei, man. Poor Taisei. They were
Poor
just stretching
Taisei.
him out, hanging him out to dry, dude.
To be fair, it is if the Taisei gets a stack off, it's really hard to kill him.
Is Taisei just broken in this or what?
I don't think so.
Why
Like,
why are people playing Taisei? What is
There
the
was one
what is the
person playing
different
Taisei.
gimmick?
I think it's one guy.
Blindfold loop with an 8 hand size.
Oh, I guess. Like, but that's it.
Well, okay, so you get all of the like BB Hood shit that says I take 0 damage from
Yeah.
all of the stuff you just chucked in.
That
me.
makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, you get like errands for grandma and shit.
You get. I haven't seen the list. I think Gardner's his last name. Josh Gardner was playing it, and he was.
you upgraded them. You upgraded it, dude.
upgraded what?
It said
The host has upgraded the meeting.
Oh, I did it. Fuck yeah, dude.
What a legend.
I didn't pay money. So I'm gonna check
What
my
I
bank
got.
account, make sure that Zoom didn't steal my money.
Zoom was just like, you're giving
I
us
got
money.
you,
I
fam.
got you.
Give me those 3 wacky digits in the back of your Visa.
Give me your Jasco bucks.
But yeah, Josh was that's weird that it sent you a message and not me.
Right.
It's like the host has upgraded the meeting.
You're welcome, boys.
Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
Big pimpin'. But he was saying that he got like he went to time and like all of his rounds and I mean I guess like if you're sitting around waiting for blindfold it can be a little tough.
I also learned the saddest interaction I've ever seen, which is Iori against the Hiei Zero Div.
Oh yeah, Inhuman speed versus fucking
Because
Taisei.
Taisei's response is an ability that increases health, so Inhuman speed burns him for 2 after he becomes the other guy.
So he just dies.
Messed
One
up,
more
dude.
guy.
Messed up.
Wow.
It's screwed up.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah, me too. I don't know why that card. Yeah, okay, we all know why that card says respond no matter even a non-character. It's because Gil existed, right? But
I'm confused. So like, does Taisei ever get to keep his 8 hand size if he gets hit? No, right?
no, he never gets to
No.
become the
So, like-
original Taisei again.
So, but like, even if I say I stack another 8, I don't get to stay 8, right?
No.
Okay, because
I
you
don't believe
become
so.
the 5.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
become the 5
That's
hand.
literally, it's a fact. Like, you become the 5.
Yeah, it says
Okay.
respond, choose 1 copy of Taisei 2 in your staging area to become your starting character, then remove 1 copy of Taisei from your staging area. Cost. Before you are reduced below 1 vitality, cancel that vitality loss and return to maximum vitality.
Okay, so wait. So the idea is you play like 1 copy of Taisei 2 and then 4 ones still?
Yeah,
I
so it's
believe
so.
1 of Taisei 2 who
Okay.
starts in your staging area when you pull
And then you
out
want to
Taisei
stack
1.
more ones.
Yeah, and you stack more 1s, and then he gets more damage on it. So, like, in theory, I
Dude,
like
Max
the...
is
'cause
doing a good scratch.
He removes Taisei 1 dots and gives every meteor like 3 or 4 damage like later in the game. And like if that dude gets stacked up, and he gets stacked up really easily because of the gauge 1 on his non-throw attack, he's like that's a lot of health, right? That's 36 health if you get all of them. 38 health.
Yeah.
That started as 8 hand size.
He's always
Like,
been an intriguing character, so I totally get that.
yeah, I think he's better in retro where you can't get memed by Bang or
Sure.
like the
You
fatality.
get errands from grandma. I read errands from grandma, and then I look at Taisei's maximum vitality, and I was like, oh.
Is this
oh,
maximum
dude.
vitality 1?
2.
2? Oh, so like if their attack is 6 damage, it does nothing or some
Does
shit.
nothing. Yeah, it does
Nothing.
nothing.
That's hilarious.
Because it rounds down.
That is hilarious.
Runs
So
down.
One card that rounds down.
what did they have another one of these planned yet or no?
Yes.
September 19th?
Oh, they're like
Pretty
rapid
soon.
firing it now. They're like
Next
Yeah.
Saturday.
they're
Is
like
it
banging
really?
them out. Oh, okay, so this is gonna come out in time
Yeah.
for the next one. So it's like all that retro talk was
Bromley works
about
in mysterious
the
ways.
new one. That's perfect. That's so good.
Yeah.
That's good for us that they planned one so close together and
Yeah.
they haven't announced bans yet. So everything we said
No bans.
is the same.
Yeah, no bands.
Let's go.
No change to the ban list.
That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool. What's the okay? So we've covered, I guess, retro. We've covered Jose. Jose, do you want to say anything more about your win? You want to give a little victory speech or what?
I mean, shout outs to Ashley Fullerton.
Big time.
I mean,
Yeah, we
you know,
still bet list
boo.
hardcore.
I mean, the final was
Beat
Goro
me
versus
out of top 4. Boo or top.
The
8.
final was-
Boo.
Lord Raptor versus Goro. So we got we got to get the classic matchups going.
True.
A shout outs to
Truly
Bromley.
What
You know,
would
shout
you
outs
guys
to
want
Bromley.
to? So like, I didn't watch your interview with Jason. Was there any fun topics in there that we can go over? And I'll let you take the lead on this because
I mean-
you are the one who interrupted.
He doesn't hate JoJo.
He does not hate JoJo.
Why would he hate JoJo?
I don't know.
I don't know anything
Somebody-
about it, but
Well,
like people love
I
that
asked
shit.
my friends, like, send me questions for Jason, right? Because that's like pretty cool.
Sure.
And somebody was like, ask him why he hates JoJo. And I was like, does he hate JoJo? He's like, yeah, dude. Somebody told me he hates JoJo.
Wow, this is like a really from the grapevine thing. Like
So-
somebody was
so-
like, he hates
my-
it.
And my questions, I was going to be like, my meme question was I was just going to repeatedly ask him why he hates JoJo throughout the interview. And I asked him once, and he was like, what? I don't hate JoJo. Who told you that? And I was like, what? You don't hate
Like, oh, this is
JoJo?
getting really awkward.
Oops.
Then-
Yeah, it is like people just make up the most random shit about me. I was like, wow, don't I feel like an asshole?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we don't need to talk about that one.
But no, he was fine about it. But yeah, I didn't get to all the things I wanted to ask him. So I asked him if I could do a follow up eventually.
Sure.
He was cool with it. But it was mostly just like Jason Horonsky backstory. You know, if you were ever interested in the Jason Horonsky story, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Go watch it.
Everybody loves a good origin story.
Yeah, it's a great origin story too. Like, I mean, he like owned it. He started his business at age 13. That seems neat. That's cool.
How? Oh, his parents were rich.
No, apparently
No,
they weren't.
actually.
Watch-
Apparently
Watch the
getting
interview.
like a marketing deal with Games Workshop isn't that hard.
Apparently
You could be 13 years old and get it.
Ran it out of the. You should,
He
you
did
should
it through his
actually
mom.
watch the interview, Phil. You
Yeah.
should actually watch the interview. Apparently his parents were like, paying off med school loans.
Oh, well, that's
For
pretty
the-
good.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
they
his
aren't
dad.
rich.
Yeah,
Or
I
they
think,
are.
Just-
I think
it
I
just
think
sounds-
that I think that he's the first to like on his mom, like his mom didn't graduate college kind of thing. Like
Sure.
this is it like his parents obviously gave a shit about him, right? Like
Yeah.
and there's no knocking them, like they weren't just like tossing him money because oh yeah, go do your thing. Like when I read online about Jasco Games, I was like, oh, maybe like they said it was open in 1998, right? And I was like, oh, maybe his dad was like into card games and they had to store it and he supported his son. And then
Sure.
I asked him and he was like, no, he didn't say no. He was just like, here's the story. And it's
Huh.
cool. I mean, it doesn't sound like when people say like, oh, his parents are rich, right? Like flippantly, like it makes it sound like these are people who don't give a shit and they're just throwing money at their kid.
Sure. No,
The
I
way
mean,
that
like you can work hard and have rich parents.
Exactly.
It sounds like
yeah.
he worked his ass off. That's
Yeah,
what it sounds like.
Oh,
he's just
Listen, he's done a great job.
Yeah.
No shame in his game. It was just like when you suddenly buy a card company or card game from a different company.
Yeah.
People are gonna be like, "Well, you suddenly bought it." Actually, it was
I mean, it
probably
was
cheap as
UFS.
fuck. Also,
oh,
It was
apparently
UFS.
took out two
Student loans.
student loans to buy UFS.
it was probably cheap as fuck. Honestly,
Probably,
like,
yeah.
in comparison to what like you would expect a card game that's like successful to
I mean, I
cost.
bought a Yu-Gi-Oh yesterday, so how expensive is it gonna be?
You say buy Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, I
Well,
bought
yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh
but
Jose
yesterday.
has like trillions of dollars because he's from Venezuela.
Of course, the
it's
richest
all
country.
blood money, probably.
No. It's like
No.
4 trillion is how much in American currency, Jose?
Oh, dude, like a soda.
Like
$7. Oh,
One
you're
of the-
one of
one of-
those hyperinflation
Yeah.
companies where
Yeah.
you just keep printing money and hoping it gets better.
I don't need your blood money, Phil.
I remember I went to Paraguay and I went to a store and I wanted this like Batman toy. It was like a Batman Beyond figure and he was in the Batmobile. It's like, oh, I want that. And I saw the price and it said like 135,000 Guarani. Okay. And I looked at it, I was like, I'm never gonna get that much money. Because I was 8 or something like that, right? And I looked at my uncle and he was like, don't worry. And he bought it for me. And I was like, my uncle is the richest man alive.
My uncle's actually Batman.
Yeah, it's just,
It's something about being young where conversion rates just don't apply to you.
It
I
did
remember
not- it
going
did
to
not-
Mexico as a kid and being like, I can buy everything. My money is worth a fortune there.
it's worth so much money. One of mine is 40 of yours. Whoa!
That's literally how I looked at it. I was like,
Yeah.
there's no way they changed the prices of these things in different countries.
Yeah, it hit me later when I bought like a can of Coke for like 4,000 Guarani or whatever it was. I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense now. But yeah, it's a great interview. You should go watch it, Phil, for sure.
Yeah.
Some of the he revealed the Natali thing. He was talking a little bit about why they're not releasing things in Universal's. Like they want to make it a big release with My Hero. But they're apparently gonna make like DLC characters. The stackers are like it just in get all the characters are gonna have 2 in each DLC pack starting from the next season of them.
Sure.
So that's a big thing. I didn't I'm not gonna like grill the guy.
You didn't grill him?
I didn't softball him the entire time. I was like, hey dude,
You
what's
didn't
up with
grill
the-
him? You didn't give him the Birch and Bromley hard-hitting questions we cover on this
When
on
are
our,
we getting
podcast?
23?
No, I know. I did ask him like some of the tough questions. I asked him why there were stacker characters in these DLCs that only have 1 character each one. I asked him about why air, chaos, and water suck dick. I didn't phrase it like that, but I asked him what is being done about it, and he was like, "Yeah, their defense sucks. We'll try to
Well, their
address
offense
that."
sucks.
I mean,
Their
no,
everything
because
sucks.
like the issue with like those symbols is they have like 2 characters with 2 strong gimmicks, but then you take away if you get a character that can't do that gimmick, they suck.
Yeah.
Right. Shang was like the good water character.
Yeah,
She
she's
has
like
her
it.
gimmick.
I found out that I cannot ever I don't like Jason Horace. I can't ever like him because he likes the all symbol.
You don't like the all symbol? What's
Cannot
up
be
with that, man?
associated with anyone that likes
What's
the
up with
all
that, dude?
symbol.
Phil
No,
Birch 1 has the all symbol.
Whoa. All right, Phil, we're
What's
no
up with that,
longer
bud?
friends. Friendship
Wow.
ended with Phil
Nailed
Birch.
it as the all symbol.
I
You
figured
got
it
fucking,
because of
you got a fucking
Jeremy.
problem, bud, or what?
Yeah, we're
I don't
gonna
know,
have a
man.
problem, dude. Civil War Part 2.
I don't know, man. I looked at nailed it, and all I saw was air.
Yo, how'd that go for you, by the way? That's
Oh,
the one I
dude.
wanted to ask.
Oh, dude, nailed it is so good against Yori. Wait.
Oh yeah, it's nuts in the Yori.
Like, there was actually a really funny thing that happened against Studio Servini, where he played his Yuri thing. I played nailed it before he could draw, and he drew into Taguro, but it was too late because they had already resolved.
Ha! Jerk. Take that, turd.
I didn't actually see it that much, but every time I saw it, it was like, I'm glad you're here. But
Oh,
I
that
was
is
with you
funny
in
because
spirit.
so Nailed is responding to them playing
To
the
play.
ability.
Yeah,
So he
Not
hadn't
resolution.
seen the card yet.
yeah.
nope.
It's very good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be pissed.
We take those.
We take those.
I'd be so mad.
Oh,
I'd be like,
highlight of my evening actually was Mike Lowe, who apparently was he was having a good night. Okay, Mike Lowe played Mike Lowe at the retro event. by
He
the way.
has the best standing because he just says Mike Lowe, Mike Lowe.
Mike Lowe. Yeah. So after poor Jesse Parkman did the Jesse Parkman for the 3rd time in finals,
God bless him.
everybody in chat was like, "What?" And I was like laughing my face off. But Tamron and Broberg, Kevin Broberg were trying to like, wow, that's anticlimactic. And their F's in chat. And Mike Lowe goes in chat and just goes, "We take those!" in all caps. And I was dying, dude. It actually made my night. Just, "We take those!"
Yo, we gotta take them for the homies.
The best part is that I messaged him the day after. I was like, "Mike, you made me cry laughing." And he was like,
Yeah, we take
"I don't know,
those.
man. I was so drunk. I don't even remember saying that." Which is classic Mike Lowe stuff
Yeah.
right there.
I fucking love it. I
Are there
fucking
any
love it.
cool decks that we saw just being streamed during the retro event?
Yeah,
I
did
remember
you see
seeing-
some good decks that were like just played by shitty players? We
I
don't
saw
have to
a
say the
really
names of
fun-
the players.
I saw a really fun K-Dash deck that was like trying to get Matricide from the discard pile.
That's true. You can pick it up whenever. which is sweet.
He was trying to combo with Matricide.
Oh yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. There were a few characters that I thought would be like super nuts that didn't do very well. Ben Shoemaker, like 03 dropped or something like that. And I think that character is fucking bonkers.
Takeda couldn't make it. Bromley personally gate kept Takeda, was pretty messed up.
True.
The Takeda gatekeeper, dude.
Yeah, poor Zach Paisley has to play me second round at every event ever.
Like me and Sam Tate. Dimitri didn't make it. There were like 3 Dimitris, I think.
Oh, true. There were like 3 Dragon Cannon meme decks.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Cannon?
Yeah, like
the old one.
Yes, like the
card that wasn't even good then.
So no, Phil, you do know what it does, right? Right.
The one where like it wins the game.
It wins the game if it hits just by itself. Yeah. And then Dimitri just plays a bunch of the foundations to give speed, and he just prays that it hits.
Yeah. So Phil, imagine a world where he shoves in a reduction and you're at full life, but at desperation. So the Dragon Cannon just makes it lethal, right? Like that's the idea.
I guess that certainly is a meme.
Yeah, that's the meme. It's the meme. There were like 3 people playing that deck, apparently.
Did it work?
No.
No.
There were 4 Goros at the event, and one of them looked a little different. He had less arms.
Well, I assume that like it doesn't work because there's enough speed reduction in that format, like because that deck, like they have to make it hit.
A lot of it is on board, and you are Dimitri.
Yeah, you get to like flip all their bakery poster girls. Like, hang on. Like if I weren't playing Know the Power of the Abyss TM in my deck, I would be way more worried about Dragon Cannon, because if he just goes flip your High Seas adventure until you don't have an answer on board, the 22 speed Dragon Cannon probably kills me.
Yeah, but like what if you just kill him before turn 15?
No, I mean that doesn't take that many turns. Like how many copies of that Ivy card do you need before Dragon Cannon is fucking unblockably fast?
Oh, that does right? Certainly say tap for 3 speed.
Yeah. And then you also get after they're dead you also heal too. And you're Dimitri, right? So you could shove in hand cannon, turn up to turn, or if you're being really lame, big cyclones. So like it has and if it nut draws, like I've been turn 2'd by that deck before.
I believe it. I guess I hadn't considered the reduction thing, where it's like this guy gets the difference between their health and their current health, or some shit. It's like it makes it for lethal, right?
Yeah, exact lethal plus 2.
If your opponent is in desperation, it is exact lethal plus it gets 2 damage from itself.
Yeah. Actually, the bubble deck was Dave Wagner of Evil.
Oh, true.
That's fun.
Yeah, that was Church, right? Church was playing Dave Wagner?
I believe so, yeah.
I don't know what he was doing, but he was doing really well. Like, I saw him near the top most of the day. Not at the very top, like some people, like King.
Like some people that done first form.
Got to table 1 in round 2 and never fucking left.
How did it feel to activate your first form never?
Oh, dude, felt great.
The one time he used it in one of the
bring out
game.
your big piece of paper and still not do it?
I did. Yes. Yeah. There was I when they spectated me and I saw them in the thing, I changed it to say that whenever Bromley misses his first form, finish your drink. So I'm assuming somebody somewhere died.
Yeah.
Whenever Bromley misses his first form, finish
somebody
your
had.
drink.
I should have just said take a drink because we missed all of them.
The one time
Michael
Bromley
was drunk, so
maybe
the one time Bromley remembered to use his first form, he ended living with 1 health.
That's true. Against the Yuri, I remember to do it exactly 1 time. I healed 1 life and lived with 1 health and murdered his dick off the next turn. #bless.
You gotta remember when it's important, and that's the most important time.
I did get to 24 health against the Terry.
because he wasn't attacking you.
I would have been
so difficult to do. That's like 4 activate. That's like 8 activations. I feel
that's
like.
5,
and I missed like 12 of them that game too.
Is it 5?
It's 5 of them. Yeah, because he starts at 19. She starts at 19. 24 is 5 activations, right? Because I was also healing with Rose Whip, but I definitely would have had more life than Terry 2 would have had.
I'm surprised Alex Marco didn't enter with like a fucking tornado kick deck from King. So
we had to represent.
Honestly, because that was just like his fucking jam for so long.
It's true.
He printed tornado kick, but again, dude.
That's true. I remember. I remember that Alex Marco built Shiva immediately upon her preview because he was like, "Dude, they reprinted tornado kick," and I was like, "What's that?
What's that, Dad?" Yo,
Tell
is
me
Shiva
more.
even good though? That's the real question.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. She gets
Brad
air gun
Townsley
smash.
fucked me in the ass with it one time, but I'm like not entirely sure it's a real deck.
Well, if she draws the nuts,
You gotta like draw the big guy, right? You
you
gotta draw the one that
air gun
draws you
smash.
cards.
Diamond Crusher is fucking crazy. If she
Diamond
draws it on
Crusher's
turn 2.
crazy.
Yeah, if she draws it on turn 2, she just kills you.
It's
That
just
card doesn't
18
even need
damage.
setup.
No, you just
It's
like
Bromley,
Lock
it's
it
just
down.
18 damage. Chill. Come
yeah, it's just 18 damage.
Yeah, that
I
card
was
needs
playing Karama.
It doesn't need setup, dude. That card just kills you with no
Yeah.
setup.
And it's not just 18 damage. It's if she has champion of combat, it's 21.
Well, actually,
you know?
it's 24 because it's getting 18 from the enhance.
Right. It's getting 18 from the.
It just gets 18, guys.
This gets
It
there.
18.
Yeah, I think she's in the category of bullshit forehand size along with Goro.
I mean,
Right.
I think she'll certainly be good with Diamond Cutter existing because, like, then you have two different cards where if you draw them, you have a severe advantage in the game.
The problem with Shiva is she has to actually draw the cards she wants to play.
Right,
She
but I mean,
doesn't
if you're
get to
playing,
be-
if you have 8 copies of, like, 8 total cards you can draw in your 59 card deck, chances are you're gonna see one of them
and
within
she does get
the
to
first-
draw for a face,
Yeah.
every
And you'll get
hand.
to see it within the first couple of cards. Plus, also her getting to like auto stick one of your opponent's cards if she wants to is kind of nuts.
Rest in
Yeah,
peace,
it's rude.
Nightman.
It's for like there was our local player David has been spamming that character, and there were turns where he went like he just attacked me 2 times, even though he knew I was going to block, because he was like, "Well, I'll pin those 2 in your card pool and fuck you for playing the game."
Yeah,
And, like that's certainly pretty good.
it's not bad. It's not bad.
And then defensively, if she held 1,000 cards, she gets to be like, that stays there.
Yeah.
And that stays there. Thank you very much for coming to my TED Talk. I will give my next turn. We'll have 5 in your card pool.
yeah, then my Diamond Cutter will absolutely eviscerate you.
Just dumpster you.
Eek!
Yeah.
That's people are gonna start to playing Gaining Ground again, like when good old Liu Kang was in the meta.
Well, what I want, the
What the
dream
hell is
scenario,
Gaining
the
Ground?
dream scenario is I play a we already had Bryant playing Gyro Attack into it. Gyro Attack Rando, and he was just like, "Thank you for the face down card. I'll take it into my momentum." But you also get Covert Intent. If you're playing a Covert Intent deck, it is very funny because you're just
Yeah,
like,
I
"I'll
imagine it
draw
would
3."
be. I imagine it would be.
But yeah, I think Shiva is. I mean, Jeremy was already playing it, right? Jeremy was playing it off of all.
Jeremy's
So
played it. I've played against Brad's deck, which I
Right.
assume is just probably the exact same. Oh, if Jeremy was playing it off of all. That seems kind of weird, but
I think she wants
can
water.
respect
I
that.
think
Well,
she
he
wants
wanted like Shogun Prince, Nutcrackers with what's that? There's a freaking Remulus card that draws a card. It removes itself from the card pool. and draws a card.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That
Yeah.
just seems kind of worse than Air Ground, but that's okay.
Hang on. But listen, Jeremy's like, if I don't have to play Air Ground Smash, I'm not gonna, right? Like
Fair.
he like I was chatting with him many months ago it was at this point when he actually played it.
Jeremy certainly always has a plan, so I'm like,
Yeah.
he's very well aware of the situation generally. So
Yeah, I think he was just getting value and being the all symbol, right?
sure.
And then like Brad is like King Oonga Boonga in my book. Like if I need to test something and make sure that it's gonna survive against somebody who's just like,
Dude, he only ever plays me with Unga Bunga decks or really shitty decks. You ever notice that? Like
No.
sometimes he'll just come at you with the shittiest deck, and you're like, "What are you fucking doing?"
I don't know, Brad. Like whenever I play,
He's done that to
Bradley-
me like 5 times. I'm like, I want to test my Jeffrey deck, and he's like, "What if I just played you with this fucking terrible pile?" And I'm like, I guess I'm testing against a pile.
Did he
Like,
describe it as a pile? Did he say it was a pile?
He's usually does describe it as a pile. He'll be like, "I've got this absolute pile," and I'm like, okay.
What does that
He's
even
not like
mean?
he's
No,
not
hang
like
on.
Jose when I play my fucking Bison deck, and he's like, "What if I played you with the only deck you can't beat?"
fair. You got to test the exact.
And it's a
like,
Swift 2-0, and there's no competition.
No, I don't know. No. Whenever I play Brad, he plays like something that just rolls my face off and makes me regret ever being born. Or like
Fair.
I sometimes like that's if I'm playing something not like super like good, right? If I don't have enough defense, he usually has something that just like
He's
obliterates
very
me.
he's got some the ability to punish the non-defensive play.
Yeah.
There's the unbelievers.
He's like a Codal lover, so that's kind of the aesthetic that Bradley goes for.
That's what they go for, dude.
He goes for. He's
They
just
want
like
they live for the turn 2 moonshot or moonset into fucking slide shots.
no Moonset into Guilt Seeker was what he tossed into me.
Moonset into slide shots is like 150,000 damage, and if your opponent doesn't have low blocks, they lose.
But I was playing Bakugo, and that's a terrible character, right?
It sure is.
So I only built 3 on turn 1, going second. So it's like Moonset into Guild Seeker. Nice 1 foundation you got there. And I had flashbacks to Bryant spamming fucking Codal for 2 years. And I was just like, oh my God, I don't want this anymore.
Did Bryant ever play?
I thought this was over. You can't do this to me.
Did Bryant ever play Spirit Gun Codal?
No. There was some other
Good
guy.
for Brad to get back to his roots, though, you know?
Yeah, he brought
The guy steps away from Kodokan for like a year and a half and is just playing random shit.
He and I
just
did
get
the
back
same
on that
thing.
horse, bud.
Brad's another guy that I thought was gonna top because he was playing a bonkers deck in retro. By the way, he was playing
Jack Lamborn.
Jack Lamborn.
Oh, Jack Lamborn.
Yeah,
We talked
and
about that.
He and I didn't test the deck, but we looked at it together, and it looked sick, dude. It looked so good. He had so many cool cards in it, and I thought it had it at defense to like gas to the win. But he was just saying he wasn't drawn hot. Like he was a 6-hander, and a lot of he was like everybody has Elk Shield, and it is the worst. There's so much Kieran Soul in this format, and he just wasn't drawing the off symbol stuff, or like we put 4 copies of that card that seals blocks for Elk Shield, and he just wasn't drawing them. Like I think he just did, he never luckied, you know.
Hold on, I don't think that card is fast enough. Actually, it's the Crashman card, right?
Yeah, Crashman's card.
Yeah, I don't think it's fast enough.
Really?
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
No way.
It's not faster than Static.
There's one card that's faster than Elk Shield, and that's Surprise Soul Flash.
I don't even know what that means.
Surprise Soul Flash, if it seals Elk Shield, it doesn't get to reduce damage to 1.
After a block is played, seal it. All right, let's see.
Played.
Let's see. What's the Crashman card called?
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
All right, let's look at one divs.
Oh,
one
you're thinking of
difficulty.
Short Fuse, my dude.
Short
Short
Fuse.
fuse. Let's read Short Fuse. Short Fuse says after your opponent partially blocks your attack, seal their block. That doesn't work?
No, because they
After
blocked
it's
it.
blocked.
Really? No, it
so-
doesn't say after. It says after the. Oh, I guess that.
So if you look at Elk Shield says.
All right. Well, it hits Prepare to Fight. It hits Demon Realm
What
Awakening.
does Elk Shield say?
It hits?
After you block an attack with this card, that attack deals 1 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't hit
No.
that, but it hits all the ones that have responses, right? Demon Realm
Yeah.
Awakening, Stop, Prepare to Fight.
Sure.
Not that anybody's playing Prepare to Fight anymore.
Yeah, whatever happened to that guy?
All the throws became mid.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Vicious
certainly
Madness.
are all 4 mid-8s.
Yeah, 4 mid-8 throws,
Dude,
baby.
you just got to use it to debuild your opponent, though. That's what Prepare to Fight is now.
Well, Tam tried to convince me to play 4 Prepare to Fight in the King deck because it's more like debuild, but I was like,
Why?
I'd rather have Yin and Yang and
Rather have 2 copies of Know the Power of the Abyss.
boom. This man knows.
I
his stuff.
actually would also, for what it's worth, and I'm not the biggest proponent. Okay.
Dude, it picks up Precise Blow and Scratch Glissando. I'm down.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
that card
Shut
in
up.
King just says I'm gonna 0-speed your first attack and pick up my best reversal.
Shut up.
Or Precise Blow.
Well, that sometimes is your best reversal. It
Maybe,
just
yeah.
happens to be your best block too. But yeah, I think that Know the Power of the Abyss is so important for retro, man. It's so important because
All right, maybe.
a lot of people's like.
It's maybe important in Standard too, but I'm never going to tell you that.
All right, fair enough, man.
I appreciate the
this.
honesty.
Have you
appreciate the
seen
honesty.
my Bakugo deck that I'm playing this week for my friend Sherwood?
I'm unfortunately not going to look at your Bakugo deck.
I'm playing for Know the Power of the Abyss.
And using it on
and I'm
his
using
Sherwood
it
doesn't even like
offensively.
anything.
No. He came to me and he was like, "Listen, I can't play Pokemon anymore, so teach me how to play."
Why can't you
UFS."
play
And I
Pokemon
want-
anymore? Do you get banned?
No, because he can't play in person. He's not playing online.
Oh,
Right, but Jose and I are playing online, so he can play with us. So he's gonna get back, and he said he was gonna join the game when My Hero came out anyway. So he was like, "Let's build Bakugo together," and we
that
tried to
guy's
build
the
it up.
biggest turd every time I bring up that game. Every time I bring up UFS, he's like, "Oh, that dead game."
Well, you gotta understand that's Sherwood.
Sherwood.
Anytime he does anything,
Sherwood sucks.
Sherwood lives to dump on your stuff. Sherwood wants you to feel like he feels.
Oh, okay. Now I just feel bad for sure.
Yeah. Well, he feels awesome, so he wants you to feel awesome, Phil.
Now I feel awesome
exactly.
for sure would.
Yeah.
Now I feel awesome for sure.
Poor guy. Poor guy. He says, I want to play the game, and then you're going to give him a fucking Bakugo deck
No,
that never
he
wins.
wanted to play Bakugo, Phil. You're not listening to him.
I'm
wanted to play
listening
Bakugo.
to how bad it is.
Yeah, well, so we built a death deck, and because it had all the cool Fury stuff he wanted to play, and it was just terror bad. So I was like, what if we played on fire and we just played all the cards that shuffles in your losers, right? And I like burned Jose for 26 in a turn. It was really fucking funny. And then when the Legendary Wolf things came out, I was like, oh, Sherwood, if you want to like I'll play the list. I'll play it. And I just shoved in 4 copies of Big Shots, like each Big Shot, because it has no defense. Otherwise, It's just like the other Power Bits and Big Shots. And like I burnt somebody for 19 and then killed them with a giant bow flame. I definitely burnt an Andy to 1. And I played Danny Fung in that Canada thing, and I burnt him to 1 both games.
I kind of like the idea of know the power of the abyss with loser though. So
it's fun. Well, it's really funny because I'm playing a bunch of cards that make no sense. Like I'm playing Hellfire Impalement, or Hellfire.
Yeah, that's the name of the card. Yeah,
is that the name of the card? Yeah. And I'm just
yeah.
milling 10. Like I don't care if I draw cards. I care about getting those losers in the bin. And
he burned me like 26 in a turn with Kuwabara.
So this is like, what cards do I have in my ability that mill 10 off of themselves? Let's play
every
them all.
attack mills 4. I was about to play the fun stuff is when you play like Shirayukan and Liu Kang's Fireball to stack the loser afterwards. So you mill some cards and then you put the loser on top of the discard pile because you get to choose what gets on top.
This is just fucking a bad check stat because fucking
it's not.
Why? Because Let's Party has a weapon.
No, I'm not playing Let's Party. Not playing Let's Party. No. We don't need Let's Party. We don't need it. It's just Hellfire. That's the only 2 check. We don't even play the Foundation because we don't care about drawing cards. We don't need that. We're just milling.
We just want to burn, baby, burn.
Yeah, burn, baby, burn. What we need though is we need blood for blood because I keep leading people at 1 and then they block my attack.
Yeah,
so we need blood
great.
for blood. That's the play.
That's the
blood
tech.
So you're playing like the soul of the sword or whatever that card's called. Then like a million of them.
Yeah, it's all of the Byakko stuff that mills 3, 4 soul of the sword. Redeem Rogue because we got the Kung Jin suite of attacks.
The Jet Foundation that mills 3 to build itself down and shuffles the card in.
Yeah, that card's really good. You know, it's
does
really
that card
fun.
count?
Yeah. No, it doesn't count. It's during enhancement. But what it does is when I play Hellfire Impalement, I mill 10 and then I shuffle the losers back in and then I ready the jet attack by removing my other 2 impalements. So I got to use them again in the same turn. It's actually sweet.
It sounds kind of like a meme, but I can almost get behind it.
It's fun. It's not.
I can
great.
almost get behind it.
I'm telling you, it is definitely fun, and I'm glad that that Sherwood came in so that I could help him build it because it's
the only sad part about the deck is that the only reason you're Bakugo is because no other character gets to use loser.
Yeah. Like if loser was respawn on anybody, that card would actually be broken though.
Well, that character actually becomes a real character when Howitzer Cannon comes out, right?
Yep.
Sure. Yeah, and his 2-diff foundation, is it 2 or 3-diff?
Prototype 2, Return of the King. Yeah,
that card is crazy.
Yeah, that character actually does kind of become real once his support actually comes out.
I think that once we get a full set of support for him, like Fury attacks become kind of nuts, right?
Sure.
And I'm sure that there's going to be more Fury stuff in the rest of the set. So I like he's like Spike 2, right? If he can threaten lethal, which he can normally, right? He can really dunk on you. And ace maneuvers in any deck is usually that discards from cards from card pool is always going to be scary.
Yeah, I like ace maneuvers a lot. So I can definitely agree with that. That's the one that like you can like 5+ negate their effect too, right?
Yeah,
and Deadlock, I believe.
Deadlock.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Not bad. We take those. In the words of a great man,
we gotta take those. a great drunk man.
What a rush, am I right?
Yeah. I think forevermore, whenever Mike Lowe shows up anywhere, I'm just gonna chant Mike Lowe.
It's pretty good.
Mike, look.
I haven't even played UFS in like 3 weeks, guys.
That's because of your new job. How is that going?
It's going well, man. New job, new car, and we're just living life right now.
New Phil.
Yeah, new Phil. New Phil. Who dis?
Yeah, he's wearing a Braves hat instead of a soccer hat. So strange.
I've got the soccer hats over there also. Yeah, we've got a lot of hats.
Whole
I'm a
new
man
guy.
of many hats.
Whole new dude.
Whole new dude.
Yeah, dude. I didn't know buying a car was a process as such that it is, but I showed up with a wad of cash to my parents' house, and my dad's like, "I'm gonna write you a check. Give me the cash." And then we get to the dealership, and the guy's like, "Yeah, we can't take this check. That wad of cash should have been better." And I was like, "I fucking told you, Dad. I fucking told you."
Why didn't they take the check?
Because it would look bad for the loan to be in my name, but the check to have his name on it,
Oh,
something like that. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't give a shit.
Rough.
Fucking, I got a car. It's all that matters. It's so nice.
You did it, buddy. You did it. Congrats in
Congrats.
chat for Phil.
Thank you. Yeah, congrats in chat.
Yeah,
Cars
dude,
in the
congrats.
chat for Phil.
In chat, we gotta type congrats.
Congrats. Okay.
You didn't even live stream this one, dude.
No, I did not. Next time, baby. Next time.
There's always more next times in the banana stand.
Of course, dude. There will be more opportunities in the banana stand. There's always more Iori in the banana stand.
What's that metaphor even, dude?
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that Jose will be a welcomed member of the team whenever we need him. I
Sure.
like chatting with Jose.
Thank you, Brent.
Whenever
We're
we
never
need-
gonna throw his name into the title, but I do like chatting with Jose. You're like our producer.
I'm the DLC. I'm in the sideboard.
You're like our
He's
producer,
the
dude. If any great radio talk show's got two guys talking and then one guy that talks sometimes, and you're the guy that talks sometimes.
Yeah. I ain't got much to say, you know? Brain
Who's
head empty.
Who's the guy that like pals around with Conan O'Brien on the show? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The third
Yeah,
dude?
that's Jose, dude.
Yeah, that's me.
You're the third man.
Yeah,
That's actually
Jose,
me.
obviously.
If you tune in, I'm there. That's me.
Yeah. All right, I think that's pretty good. I think we got all things.
I
we wanna
believe
say.
that we've hit a good follow-up.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really imagine anything else. Like,
Any predictions for Retro 3?
Retro 3, I am predicting Natalie Revenge. Cody Kent comes in and smashes ass.
Okay.
He comes in, beats ass,
Probably happens.
takes names,
Probably happens.
and throws
Takes
in
asses,
top 4.
too.
Throws in top 4, though.
Throws in top 4. Against
Throws
who?
in
Wait,
top
against who?
4.
He
Against
wins
who?
game 1 and loses game 2 and 3, and he becomes a tilt monster.
Okay, but who does
Okay.
he lose against in top
He's
4?
going to lose 2.
Jack Lamborn.
Who had the coolest looking Iori deck?
Colby.
Colby? Colby.
Yeah, Colby.
He's going to lose to
Colby.
Colby in top 4. And Colby is going to go on to the finals to play against not Jose again. Jose can't be in the top.
Can't be Jose.
I
I'll
want
try.
to say Bromley, but
I'll
like
try, dude.
we just
No
can't
way,
trust
dude.
him anymore. He's
No
got bad
way, dude.
checks.
I got
He's going to
bad.
play against the Goro guy who has finally taken out the Dark
Dark
Cheerios
Cheerios.
and gets his revenge. The Goro guy goes home, throws his deck against the wall, finds the Dark Cheerios and rips him in half. And then he enters with the exact same deck minus 4 cards. And takes the whole thing.
It's funny because the only reason he was playing DC is because he was specifically scared of Janet.
Takes the whole thing, baby.
Takes
the whole
thing.
He rolls
beats-
5s the whole day.
You heard
And
it here first.
Chris Bromley loses in top 8 to Cody Kent. Revenge
Yep.
tour.
Revenge of the Cody.
Oh, so Cody's gonna get Swiss
Cody
champ.
Kid revenge.
So Cody's gonna get Swiss champ. The Brom's gonna sneak in top 8.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then he's gonna get Natalie.
Yeah.
The
Honestly, if
reverse.
any of these things happen, I am going to be so wildly impressed, by the way.
This, instead of 3 Yoris, 6 Yoris show up. So it's 6 Yoris, Natalie, and Goro.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
Woo! No, honestly, though, after this video, at least 3 people at the event will have that Natalie deck built.
For sure.
Because that Natalie deck does sound freaking...
It is
Pretty
pretty
nutty.
cool.
It is neat.
Remember, everybody, Lord Raptor 2's banned. You are not allowed to play him.
That's not how that works.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the moment where the meta gets so aggro heavy and then somebody shows up with Vespera. And I think it'll be very funny.
Well,
Even though I think that King deck is just better than Vespera, but I think it'll be funny.
I wonder if people are going to play that King deck because it's really hard, actually. And I think it's really easy to wash the fuck out if you're playing it correctly. So I wonder if anybody's going to net deck it and they get absolutely pounded.
He's lying, guys.
So what's gonna happen, Bromley, is
He just wants to play his deck.
They're gonna
I'm
look
not
at the
playing that
list.
again.
They're gonna look at the list. They're gonna say, "Dude, Power of the Abyss sucks," and they're gonna lose all games.
Oh yeah,
they
they're gonna take out the power of the abyss and lose.
Okay,
because of
all
it.
right, Bromley, and let me lay this one on thick for you, bud. Hold on.
Okay.
Vespera. shares 2 symbols.
With
We
no
know
the
the power
power
of
of
the
the
abyss.
abyss. Oh, I'm sold, dude. I'm in.
Fuck.
All in.
All
All
right,
in.
Bromley and I are gonna build him a Vespera deck for the next retro event.
And then I'll end up playing Yoshi
guys.
anyway.
Be wary. We're gonna build him a Vespera deck that plays 4 copies of Know the Power of the Abyss.
God mode.
All right, guys, that is the follow-up recap. I'm not sure how this guy is going to edit anything and smack them all together.
Oh, wait,
No,
wait,
it's gotta be
shotgun.
two separate
There we go.
videos. We got to get all the ad revenue, dude.
There we go.
This guy, he's
I had to say it.
Say it again.
Shotgun.
Shotgun.
Anyways, though,
Night Crusher.
if you don't edit it with like a TV screen going like off air on the first one and then open up with it on that exact same thing for the second video, we're not gonna get monetized.
We're not gonna get monetized.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do the cutaway to be continued with I'll get demonetized because I'll use the JoJo ending with
that would be so
with
much
Roundabout.
cooler.
Fucking
Actually.
roundabout by yes.
and come back in with the Jordo theme.
It's gonna be like, so what do you think is gonna win retro? Well, I think
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in
Thank you,
again.
guys.
I didn't even give this episode a number. I don't fucking know which one we're on. But this is the follow-up with Jose, who's maybe the producer now. We're going to have to figure it out.
There's no business like
Thanks
show
again
business.
for tuning in, y'alls.
Thank you guys for having me. Have a good night.